Welcome to Everything with Emilie, where we talk about just about anything, whether it be pop culture, people's interests, or just generally what they've been up to. Today is October 1st, which means that it's officially Breast Cancer Awareness Month. And I have two very special guests, Amanda and Clarke, which are part of Ignite at UM, and they're going to talk about what they're doing for Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Welcome, guys. Thank you.
Thanks for having us.
Of course. So would you guys mind introducing yourselves?
Of course. So I'm Amanda. I'm a junior at the University of Miami. I'm majoring in legal studies and political econ with minors in sports administration and finance. I'm the president of Ignite. I've been the president for 2 years now, and I'm from New Jersey.
Awesome.
My name is Clarke Pauling. I'm from Charlotte, North Carolina. I'm also a junior, also majoring in legal studies with a double minor in international business and business analytics, and I'm the vice president of Ignite.
Awesome. And can you tell me a little bit more about Ignite in general?
Yeah, so Ignite is a female empowerment organization at the University of Miami. We focus on preparing the next generation of female political leaders. We're a part of the greater Ignite National, which is the largest organization dedicated towards young female leadership and political aspects. With that in mind, together we strive to kind of equip the University of Miami women with not only the tools, but the confidence and the support system to become this next generation of political leaders that we have.
Awesome.
Yeah. So we kind of focus on three kind of main pillars, which is advocacy, empowerment, and education. So we do that through a lot of our events. So if it's empowering one another and unifying one another to become the greatest political leaders we possibly can, or if that's educating one another on what's going on in our political climate, just so that we understand what's going on and how that's going to affect us in the future and right now.
Awesome. And how did you guys both get involved with Ignite? Or like, how did you first hear about it? Like, tell me about your journey.
Yeah.
Do you want to go?
Yeah. So Ignite, Actually, Amanda inspired me about Ignite, first of all. Ignite was something that I really wanted to get a part of because it was a very unique Oregon campus. It's one of the only all female-oriented organizations that really focuses on empowerment, education, and advocacy, which is something that I personally admire so much.
Of course.
So when I wanted to start, Amanda reached out and was just talking about what Ignite was, and literally it was like, this is the moment. This is exactly what I wanted to do.
Yeah.
This is something I want to be involved in, and just creating a legacy and an impact within the women of our campus and students just like ourselves is something that is so important to me. So we kind of collabed together, and
of course,
president.
And how did you get involved with Ignite?
So prior to coming to campus, I knew about it just because I was looking for a female empowerment organization to join. I was involved a lot in high school with female empowerment, so I wanted to continue that going into college. The former president was the one that kind of brought the chapter to the University of Miami.
Got it.
And then when I became president, I knew I wanted to make it bigger and better. I wanted to get everyone to know about Ignite and increase advocacy. Me and Clarke both want to have our own law firm that's predominantly women when we grow up. So obviously we have a law focus and we're like political focus with it, but we're open to all majors. Like,
of course.
We have very diverse. Our e-board includes like medical students, engineering, etc. So it's really just everyone coming together, and
that's awesome.
Yeah. It's really about creating a safe space on campus for women to simply be women and unify one another through that process.
Yeah.
And do you guys go to like other events? I know it's kind of across the country, you said. So how does that work?
So Ignite National is like the national organization that we work for. We're the University of Miami specific chapter.
Got it.
However, Ignite National does have like leadership summits where we get invited to. I was on a Zoom recently for all like presidents of different chapters and whatnot. And then with voter registration, for example, they can fly you out, etc. So there's a lot of cool stuff that Ignite National does.
Yeah, for sure. Especially within Washington, D.C. There's a lot of different events.
No, I'm sure.
Yeah.
For me specifically, I was an intern for them last summer. Awesome. So I've had like a very deep dive into Ignite National.
In Ignite.
Yeah.
So yeah, they do a lot with advocacy. I did a lot specifically with college chapters, which helped me become a better president and helped me like create awareness for the University of Miami Ignite specifically. So yeah.
And is this your first time kind of centering October around Breast Cancer Awareness Month?
Yes, this is our first time doing that.
And what made you guys want to do that?
Yeah, so Susan G. Komen is the world's largest and most impactful breast cancer organization, and that's because they're the nonprofit that supports the most breast cancer research next to the United States government. So they're very impactful, very strong, and we chose this as an opportunity for not only to be a fundraiser, but also to kind of reflect our exact values with advocacy, leadership, and empowerment, because you can just bring the whole campus together to kind of support breast cancer awareness.
Of course.
And for me specifically, my grandma had passed away from breast cancer, and a lot of other people I know are affected by it. So it has a personal connection to me as well.
Yeah, I think also just because a main pillar of ours is education, making sure that people who are like us and women who are our age are understanding the importance of breast cancer. 1 in 8 women get breast cancer. So a lot of, I know. So there's a lot of statistics and a lot of information that a lot of us don't really know just because we're young, but that's not something that should make us ignorant to it. So I think that being able to partner with not only an organization that is solely based on something that is really focused about women, but also being able to educate our own chapter members about that is something that is so crucial to us as well.
Of course. Yeah, and I feel like no one our age thinks that they could get breast
Exactly.
cancer. But literally anyone can. Even
anyone
now too.
Yeah,
exactly.
And no one really knows that. So that's why we're really trying to put an emphasis on that. And that's why we're going to have a whole week next week called Ignite Week full of events for breast cancer awareness and Susan G. Komen.
So what are some of those events?
Yes. So we have a lot of different fundraising events throughout the week, but we also have Blooms of Hope, which is our main event, which is next Tuesday.
Okay.
And so we're going to be not only educating them on what breast cancer awareness is, what Susan G. Komen is, all of the statistics around it, but we're also going to be making flower arrangements for women around campus and staff and students to just pass out and show some love and some hope for everyone. So that's one of our main events. And then we're also going to have an event next Thursday, which is like a thrift pop-up shop.
With, I like that.
With a little bit of a movie attached. So we're going to sell some of our items that we don't use anymore and fund or donate all of the money to Susan G. Komen, and hopefully we'll be able to fundraise a lot of money.
Yeah, that's amazing.
We also have a partnership with Chipotle next Monday where the Chipotle on Dixie Highway, if you go between 5 and 10 p.m. and say that you're here for Ignite, 20% of those proceeds will go towards Susan G. Komen.
Awesome.
So everyone's really coming together to get involved. Everyone's been super excited about it, and we really can't wait.
Yeah, we're really excited.
No, of course. And are these events open to anyone or mostly students? Or?
It's open to anyone, but it is mostly students that will be attending. But for example, Chipotle is like open to anyone.
Of course.
Yeah. I would say the events that are on campus are predominantly for students, but however, we're doing events like Amanda was saying with Chipotle and Koyo Taco, which is also near campus.
The one on US 1?
Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly.
Yeah. That's on Wednesday.
Okay.
So if you want to stop by, just say that you're with Ignite and 20% of the proceeds will go to
Awesome.
Yeah.
And how did you guys kind of set those two things up with Koyo Taco and Chipotle?
So it was a lot of outreach. I had to do a lot with that. But if you kind of just go and research and come up with a couple ideas, I know some of my other orgs have partnered with other restaurants. So I thought, why not? You know?
Yeah, I've seen a lot of people do that. And I'm always like, how?
Yeah.
How did that happen?
Do a lot of research, send a lot of emails. I've spent a lot of emails. You really do. You really got to
this is for a good cause, please.
Yes. But also a lot of companies, especially the ones near our campus, are very welcoming to it and welcoming to the idea of fundraising and helping out and reaching out and doing things for charity. So you do have to nag, but it's always an open door.
Of course.
And we've had a lot of support from like the business school as well at the University of Miami. All of our professors have been sending it to their students, their colleagues, and kind of suggesting me, oh, you should look at this. What about this? And it really is nice to see everyone come together to support this.
Yeah. And how do people kind of sign up for the events, or like where can they find out more about it?
Yeah, so Ignite is posted on our like University of Miami student organization's website. So you can join directly by doing that. There's a link to our GroupMe, which is our main platform. But for everyone else, it's really our Instagram. That's probably our top. We are constantly posting. Next week will be a lot of posting, a lot of advocacy.
Yes.
But our Instagram is our most lively updates and where everything we have is.
And you guys, so just this whole week, you're like centered around breast cancer awareness.
Yes. Monday through Friday next week is
we'll
all
have
about
an event every single day for breast cancer awareness in some way, shape, or form. Maybe even 2. We have 2 or 3 on one day. So we're very excited.
Yeah.
And you can find it all on our Instagram, or you can just word of mouth. It's all around our campus as well.
Yeah.
Or just reach out to us.
Yeah,
We'd love to talk more about it.
And how could people come into contact with you guys personally?
You can reach me on my email. My email is amandagalante@miami.edu, or you can just text me on my phone number as well.
Same. My email is clarkepauling at miami.edu or at gmail.com. Either one. Or my phone number, or on the Instagram. We are super active on our Instagram. So if anyone DMs or anything like that, we are very quick to respond.
Another thing I want to touch is we're also partnering with Depop on our thrift event as well. And they reached out to us about it. They found our event and thought, oh, this is so cool. We have a University of Miami ambassador. We would love to contribute to your thrift. And again, that just goes to show everyone coming together.
I didn't know that was possible. Like, I personally sell stuff and buy some stuff on Depop, and They're like a huge company.
Yeah, they're
crazy.
huge.
Wow.
Yeah, we're very
Great
excited.
opportunity.
Yeah.
So they'll be there on Thursday.
Yeah.
Good to hear. And what area on campus are you guys like throwing this?
So some of our events, like the tabling ones that we're doing, for example, the Bake Sale on the Flowers, like Clarke had mentioned, is going to be by the U statue, which is by this like Foote Green area. It's like central campus pretty much.
Yeah.
And then the other two events are in one of the larger classrooms that we were able to book. So.
Awesome. And how did you like go about that? Just kind of another like outreach thing?
Yeah, it's another outreach thing. And then there's just certain forms and like regulations you have to follow when it comes to booking. And if you're in a position of an org, you're able to fill it out and book it for it. So.
Especially if we're having representatives as well. There is also an additional form for them. So we have, for the Blooms of Hope event on Tuesday, we'll be having a representative from Susan G. Komen to come to talk about it just a little bit more in depth as well. Yeah. So we're
he's been awesome also.
Yeah.
He's been fantastic.
He's been great.
I was about to say, yeah, speaking more about Susan G. Komen, are you guys like partnering with them for anything else during the month? Or?
So initially they had reached out to us to partner for the Go for Pink Cure 2025, which is what we're a part of right now. Right. But specifically this Saturday, October 4th, is their like 5K walk. So that was the initial outreach that they had towards us. And we're unable to attend this weekend. However, we were like, we would love to still contribute and be involved. Hence our philanthropy week next week for them.
So we kind of took that and ran.
Yeah. I took it and ran. Like, okay, how do we do two at once?
Exactly. But then we'll also have a women's clothing drive the entire month of October.
Awesome.
So at every single event that we'll have in October, as well as outside of the Ignite week, we'll be having donations, and then we'll be donating them at the end of the month.
And we plan to make this like an annual thing. Well, I was talking to the representative of Susan G. Komen that like refers to you, and we're excited to start it again next year. So
yeah, that would be a great like thing to add on every year.
Yeah,
like,
I mean it's Breast Cancer Awareness Month. So.
Yeah,
building our legacy, building the impact that we can make on the world. Truly.
Yeah, that's fantastic and amazing. And I feel like I don't know how it is in New Jersey and in
Charlotte.
Sorry.
No worries.
I feel like in Miami, like people place a large emphasis on Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Do you feel like it's like that at home or not really?
I would say that Charlotte comes together as a community to really, really highlight breast cancer awareness. There's also a huge parade that goes on and a walk as well. There's the Susan G. Komen also has like a race itself, like it has here, but it has it in a lot of different locations. So when I was growing up, I was a competitive dancer, so we always used to dance at the performances and at the runs itself. So they are all around. I think.
So you've had experience with them for a while.
Yes, I've been with Susan G. Komen for about 15 years now.
Wow.
If I'm adding it up.
Jeez. And how did you like? You just kind of initially got with them with dancing, or?
Yeah, so my dance studio, we were always about breast cancer awareness because one of our main founders died from breast cancer awareness, and so we really put a highlight on that, and so we tried to give back in ways that we possibly could. So that was, if that could be performing at a race or handing out waters or anything and everything that we could do, we kind of did on a yearly basis, and we just did it whenever we could.
Yeah. And how did you feel like being able to be a part of that for so long?
Yeah, I think it's something, and it's like a full circle for me.
Literally.
Like being able to bring it back and have it such a greater thing within my org that I am a part of is something that's so special because it's been with me for so many years. And I don't have a specific person who's died from breast cancer awareness, but I know so many families are affected by it. So being able just to pour back into as much as I could in any way is so important. And so I'm really excited for Ignite Week just because it's not only educating people who are our age, but also helping people who are going through it right now. And Susan G. Komen's all about that with all their 4 pillars. So it's really great.
Yeah, I was able to go to their walk last year, and it was amazing. Like it was kind of also a full circle moment for me because last year I was still at FIU and I was helping my friend do like a media package on like on the walk. It was kind of so funny. Like he had me wake up at like 5 a.m. to go there, and I was so like, oh, like I don't really want to, but I'll do it for you to help you. And it ended up being so amazing. And he actually came into contact personally with Gil.
Yes.
Yeah. And he interviewed him there, and it was like so cool. And then like a couple of weeks ago, Gil came on to talk with Michael, one of the owners here, also about breast cancer awareness. And it was kind of like a whole full circle moment. Because it was like, hey, like I met you like a year ago, and then he put me in contact with you guys, and it was just so amazing.
So awesome.
That's beautiful. It's kind of like, although breast cancer awareness is like although breast cancer is such like a sad topic, I feel like it's so good at bringing people together.
It's very beautiful.
It creates its own community for sure.
For sure.
Yeah. like I remember there were so many like organizations and people there talking and just kind of connecting with each other last year. It was amazing.
Yeah.
Oh.
Are you guys personally both going to the walk or?
I
you said you couldn't.
Yeah,
Yes.
I can't.
That's why we're going to make Ignite Week as big as possible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we have our own personal goal of reaching $3,000 to give to Susan G. Komen. Hopefully we're able to surpass that.
Yes.
We're already around 1,000 and it hasn't even
Wow.
started
Yeah.
yet. So,
That's great.
You guys are definitely
Yeah.
going over the
yeah,
limit.
we're very excited and
Yes, please
everyone's
donate.
hands on deck.
And this, like, the donations for, like, everything, right? The clothes and Chipotle, or is it kind of, like, a separate?
So we have our own separate platform under Susan G. Komen. And
Got
if
it.
you literally type in info Susan G. Komen /Ignite Canes Go Pink, it brings you to our page and you can just donate right away. You can donate under someone's name if you want. Like, I'm a team captain for it, so my friends have been donating under my names. I know Clarke's family's been donating under her names. And you can do that. Or you can just be an anonymous donor, whatever you want.
Love it.
And then
Everyone donate.
Everyone donate
right now.
donate. And then for our other events in person next week, we'll have like Venmo obviously available,
Got it.
and then account for that, etc.
And then is the money from the other separate events like a separate donation?
Yeah,
Or, okay.
that'll be counted as a separate donation.
Got it. And so back to my question from before, how was like New Jersey with breast cancer awareness growing up?
Yeah, so I personally didn't have like a parade, I guess, like
Yeah.
how Clarke did, but my high school did a lot with Breast Cancer Awareness Month. I have been familiar with Susan G. Komen for a while. I've donated in the past.
Okay.
And then, of course, my grandma had passed away from it. So it's been a very like personal impact in my life. And one of my best friend's moms also has been suffering with it. So I'm just very familiar with it. So when this opportunity came, I was like, this is perfect. Like,
Yeah.
I want to be able to make an impact. I want to be able to make change and just create this awareness around it. I think everyone at campus has already been so welcoming and so wanted to be so
Yeah.
involved with it. And it's just so beautiful to see. And it really just reflects what Ignite is as a whole. We're not just like political leadership. We're all about advocacy and we're all about making everyone feel safe and that they can be leaders in their own way.
Yeah.
So
I think it always goes back to women empowerment. Just
Yeah.
being
Yeah.
it really does.
going back, being able to empower one another and be there for one another and just also educating one another, all of those things encompass what Ignite really is. And that's something that is so important to both of us.
We really are like a national sisterhood with it. I've
Yeah,
reached
it
out
sounds
to
like it.
really it
Yeah.
really is. I've reached out to so many different Ignite national alumni, or even other chapters will come in contact with me and be like, for example, we recently dropped our new merchandise for this semester.
Nice.
And a different Ignite had reached out to us and said, "Oh my God, we love it! Like, what did you do? What platform did you use?" I've had like informal interviews with people at different companies that I've been wanting to work for, and etc. And that really goes to show, if you say you're in Ignite, you automatically kind of have that. So
That's awesome. And how do you feel like, what other future events do you guys have, like unrelated to breast cancer awareness?
Yeah, so we've had a lot of events. We just started our events this semester. Well, for the semester, we just started our events. And so we just had a debate event, which was all about teaching girls about how to debate, what that looks like, how to public speak, how to be confident in your public speaking.
That's
I
amazing,
think that's a soft skill that a lot of people could enhance. I mean, everyone can grow.
Yeah.
So being able to have that was our September event. And then in August, we had our first general body meeting, which was so beautiful to see everyone come together and truly just be with one another. It was we taught them about what Ignite was, a little bit of women's history facts, and just a little bit more about just being together and having the time to be with one another.
Yeah.
But in the past, we've also had a lot of events oriented about law school. So we've had law school students come in and talk about their experience as a 1L or their law school applications, or we've had a law school panel where there will be law professors coming in and helping us about or teaching us about what's going on and how we can really excel getting into law school and things like that. So we have a lot of different events. Not all of them are about law. Some of them are about everything else. But we kind of try to have a variety and a plethora of events that kind of focus on our three pillars of education, empowerment, and advocacy.
And do you feel like you kind of always come up with the ideas for the events, like with those three pillars in mind?
Yeah, I think our e-board is something this e-board has, like, truly, shout out to our e-board. Our e-board really has such a great collaboration style. We always are all hands on deck when it comes to events. So we're always thinking of new ideas and working with our event coordinators to make sure that they come to fruition. So we kind of work together to make amazing events. And honestly, our main goal is to make an impact where we can. So if that's through an empowering event or if that's through a law school application event, either way, we're trying to make an impact. And I think we do well at it.
Yeah. We all
It
have,
sounds like you guys do.
Yeah, exactly. So
Hopefully. That's
we
the
all
goal.
have like our designated roles, like Clarke had mentioned, but we really do all come together, and like we are
course.
one cohesive unit. Like, yes, there's an events chair, but like we have come up with events, etc. And our social media does a great job. Like, shout out to our Instagram. Love it. But truly, like, it is everyone working together. And if there was any advice I would give to like any other Ignite National e-board, would be to really like come together and work together
And utilize your e-board as much as you can.
Truly.
You can't do it alone.
You really can't.
No, of course.
It would never happen without it. And of course, we're very diverse. So we've been able to hit almost like every different school at University of Miami. We've hit medical, we've hit engineering, we've hit obviously the business school. And it's just everyone coming together.
Yeah.
So.
And there's no requirements to join. It's kind of just
we are
signing
completely
up.
open. Literally just sign up on the platform for University of Miami. There's no dues. We're completely free. And again, open to everyone. Yes, of course, there's a law and political focus, but still open to anyone.
We're really just trying to make a environment that's safe and a safe space for women on campus. And I think another thing going back to the e-board is just that we are so diverse within ourselves, from race to major to interest to anything in between. I think that also brings a variety of women to our events as well, which is something that is really, really important as well, just to have that diversity and being able to represent a large amount of the women on campus.
And how many people would you say are in the chapter?
Our chapter currently
around
I know.
An estimate.
An estimate is about, last time I checked, was like 330. So there's a lot of people that are involved. We would say an average of like 20 people to 50 people come to our events, depending on what it is. But technically we have 330 people, and we are recognized as one of like the largest chapters with Ignite National, and we're actually being featured in the Ignite National newspaper in October just for everything that we've been doing. So it's really great to just see it all come to fruition.
Truly.
It's really nice seeing like your hard work like actually pay off.
Yeah, we love it. We truly like Ignite has my heart.
Ignite has our heart. Like, out of all the things that we do on campus, we truly love Ignite and the mission that it has and the purpose and the impact that it really can create.
And also, she's been my best friend since freshman year, so it's so great like working together, but then also being best friends.
How did you guys meet?
We met. Well, we're both in the honors program at the business school. So we had specific classes freshman year that you have to take as an honors student. And so 2 of those classes we were both in. And so we just happened to start talking, I think. And
then she never left me. I told her she's not allowed to leave.
As it should be.
Now,
and 3 years later, we're still here. So
so it's really great. It's just, we are a very combination of like friends, but also working. So it's really great.
Yeah, it sounds like a really great like sisterhood there.
I say like our e-board is like so close, but also being able to show that and express that to the rest of the chapter as well is something that also brings more people closer to us, which is great.
It's so nice to see. Like the feedback we get is always, your e-board seems so like cohesive and great. Like, this is an organization I want to be a part of, and it just makes me so happy to hear that.
That's awesome. And how long have you been president again?
I've been president since my sophomore year, so this is my second term being president.
Got it.
Yeah.
And how long have you been vice president? Same time?
Same time.
Of course. And how was that process running for vice president and president?
Yeah, it was fairly simple. I mean, it's the same election process as you can imagine for anything else. You kind of fill out a form asking why you want, you get interviewed, etc. I happen to be very close with the previous president, and she kind of, like, I kind of shadowed her my freshman year, I would say. So, so that was pretty much.
Yeah. It was meant to be.
So for all e-board members, it's more just like an application, and then we have an interview to see, like, will you fit? Are you a great match? And things like that. And then go from there.
Yeah.
Awesome. And I know you said you did an internship for Ignite.
Yes.
How was that? Do you want to tell us
it
more
was
about
awesome.
that?
So spring of 2024, I did a remote internship for Ignite National. I had my own boss there. I worked about 10 hours a week, and I did a lot of college chapter programming specifically, which has been extremely helpful for me as president, because I was the one kind of creating this toolkit to give to all these chapters on how to really make Ignite more popular, more well-known, and certain events that you can run. So with that in mind, I've given all my e-board all the event ideas that we've had. Ignite National is a fantastic resource to use. They are always willing to help if you just simply ask. And my internship was great. I actually ran like a summit one time for all the leaders and kind of led them on a public speaking workshop, which was really important to me and really helpful. Like Clarke said, the debate event we did was kind of similar. And Ignite National just giving me all these resources. They constantly are checking in with me. They're like, how's it going? Like, how's being president? What do you need? Etc. They're helping us promote our Ignite week as well. So it really is great. It's a great community.
Is it kind of one of those things that once you're in it, you're kind of in it for life?
Yes, definitely.
Okay. Yeah, I would say you're not even just in it for life, but the people that you meet, the bonds that you create are for life.
For life, truly.
That sounds amazing. Like, it really sounds just like such a great program and like bringing people together. Like, I see how close you guys are. Just this is the first time I'm meeting you, and like, wow, it sounds great. But I know, okay, somehow we have like 5 minutes left, if you could believe it.
Oh my
goodness.
goodness.
The time goes by so
That did go
quick.
quickly.
Wow.
But yeah, is there anything kind of you want to tell more people about Breast Cancer Awareness Month, Komen, Ignite, anything just in general?
Yeah. So Ignite, I think, first of all, if you are a student at the University of Miami and if you are a woman, please come to our events next week. They're all from October 6th to October 10th, and we would be so lovely to have you guys. There is so many different events to be a part of, and Susan G. Komen is such a great organization that, like Amanda was saying, is the largest organization to spread awareness for breast cancer. And so I think, and it doesn't just do that with research, but I do think that if you are a student or if you are not a student, please donate if you can. I think it's such a great thing to be a part of. It's such a great cause, and a lot of our population is affected by it. So the research is necessary and the need is there. So please be a part of it if you can.
Please
Ignite.
share. Even if you can. Share it with everyone. And
Yeah.
Our Instagram is ignite_UMiami.
Yes.
So you can check it out there. And again, we're open for any questions at any point in time. Like if anyone has a question, wants to email, want to learn more about Ignite, we're here.
Awesome. Good to hear. Well, thank you guys so much for coming on.
you.
Like,
Thank
this
you
was such a
for
good
having
conversation.
us.
I feel like I learned so much more about Ignite. And, like,
We've had a great time. This
Yeah, this was great.
it was amazing.
Well, thank you so much.
And I feel like you guys are definitely gonna like be successful in the future, hopefully.
That's so sweet. Thank
Because you guys
that.
both want to have your own practices.
Yeah, so we want to own our own all-service law firm made up of female lawyers practicing different types of law for underserved communities.
Awesome.
Yep.
Yeah.
And what type of law specifically do you want to study, or you don't know?
Well, it's a variety that we've been studying right now because legal studies touches
Yeah.
on a lot of different types of law. Like right now, I'm in law for entrepreneurship. Last year, I was in corporate law. But corporate law is really fascinating to me right now. We'll see where God takes
we'll
me.
see.
But that's what it is right now.
Yeah. What about you?
A very similar corporate law. I took corporate law at University of Miami. Absolutely loved it. So
Same.
that was a great class. And then my sports administration minor is kind of the more sports side that I've been interested in.
Got it.
So we'll see if sports law ends up being something, but definitely in that realm. We'll
That
see.
sounds awesome. Well, yeah. Do you guys want to say again, just remind everyone like all the dates of the events and the times?
Yes. So, okay. So Monday, October 6th is going to be from 12 to 4 is going to be a tabling event at the University of Miami. And then from 5 to 9 is Chipotle across Dixie Highway. Tuesday is our big Blooms of Hope, which is where the Susan G. Komen representatives will be attending. This will be the more informative event in the Flower Building Bouquet. This is from 8 to 10 p.m., also on campus. Wednesday is going to be our Koyo Taco event from 5 to 10 p.m. Koyo's across the street. And go say Ignite at the Register again. And then Thursday is going to be our thrift and vintage pop-up alongside the movie night. This will be from 8 to 10 p.m. also on campus. And then Friday will be our tabling for the bake sale, which will include the flower bouquets that we made and then some cookies, some crafts, etc. That'll be from 12 to 4 on campus as well.
So come out if you can, or stop by, or anything in
Just
between.
anything at all.
And you guys feel like, I mean, I've gone to random events at UM because my friend is like president of something. Do you think even random people could come?
Anyone
If you really
can
wanted
come.
to?
Yes,
Really
tabling
open
is
to
open to
anybody.
anyone. Our campus is open, so whenever
Yeah.
you have the time, please stop by. We would love to see it.
Yeah, we always encourage everyone, bring your friends, bring anyone you want to come.
Yeah.
We
I know, I
love
always feel
meeting
so
new
weird, but then I'm
faces.
like, and then everyone's so nice on campus to me. I'm like, okay, yeah, I don't feel weird.
No, don't feel
Truly.
weird. Truly don't.
No, yeah. Well, thank you guys again.
Thank you for
Everyone,
having us.
you better come to their event.
Yes.
And
Or
celebrate breast
donate.
cancer.
Yes, or donate.
Donate or go.
Or both.
Yeah. Well, hey, both wouldn't be too bad. But yeah, thank you guys again, everyone.
you.
Happy Breast Cancer Awareness Month.
Yes, happy Breast Cancer Awareness Month.
Okay, bye. Thank
Bye.
you.